What's good? What's good, everybody? This the team. Pick a side. What I got Battle, who will be a frequent guest on the show. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, man? What's going on? Glad to be back.
See you. Yes, sir. Good to have you back. My guy, my brother, Stack City. How you doing, sir?
The champ is here. Trey Fo, what up?
All right. LG, favorite Cuzzo, Big Cuzzo. How you doing?
How it is.
And we can shout out our sponsor, Hoodlamb Apparel on IG. Battle got the hat, you know what I'm saying? Rocking out with the Hoodlamb. Hey man, they got that heat for you. Check him out, Ron Stop. You know what I'm saying? Hoodlamb Apparel. Go there, get you something, get your girl something, get your man something, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get right. Okay. All right, fellas. With this video today, man, this is about the guy, the Mamba, Kobe Bean Bryant.
Happy birthday, Kobe.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday, August 23rd. And then August 24th, of course, is, Mamba Day, 8/24, Mamba Day. Man, well, I don't even know where to start, bro. Well, for worse, RIP to Kobe, RIP to Gigi, the passengers. That was a death that definitely, it touched everybody. I just put it like that, like baseball, golf, soccer, like everybody felt that, man. It was weird. Like it shocked me when I heard the news and I saw ESPN with the black screen. I didn't know what to do. Like it really shook me. I was tripping because all the legends still here. It's crazy. Bill Russell, Magic, Jordan, Kareem, all these guys still, you know what I'm saying, walking good, living good. And Kobe, out of everybody, is gone, which is so random. It still feels weird to even say it. But man, Kobe, bro, I had a love-hate relationship with Kobe. And I'm going to tell you why. I was a huge Iverson, and of course, I'm a LeBron fan. My cousin Brad, LG's brother, and my brother TD, they were the biggest Kobe fans I ever saw in my life. And if you were not Kobe Bean Bryant, you were trash. Garbaggio. And I spent half of my life, well, most of my life, up until Kobe's death, debating Kobe back and forth, even though, you know how you have people that's like really closet fans of somebody, but because of a certain person or a certain situation, I couldn't never give Kobe the love I wanted to give him because of my brother and because of my cousin. And when Kobe died, bro, it hurt because I was like, yo, I spent all this time debating Kobe, going back and forth with people over Kobe, and I could never appreciate the man. I mean, y'all saw what that man did on the court, man. I dropped 81, multiple 40, 50-point games. You know what I'm saying? Young man out there hooping with Shaq. Shaq got hurt, closed out the finals. You know what I'm saying? Told big fella, don't worry about it. I got it. Read up with Paul Gasol. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Odom, Ron Artest. Pulled off 2 more without Shaq because everybody kept saying, oh, he couldn't have did it without Shaq, and he did it. And actually, he got 1 more than Shaq and told Shaq he can take that to the bank. Shaq said he was tearing up the house when Kobe won that last ring, man. And I mean, Kobe was just one of those guys, man. He was an enigma. Like he had a love-hate relationship with the media. The way like he just talked to him. You know, he didn't pull no punches. He was a hard worker, man. Like one of the best stories that I could think about Kobe is when he said, well, his trainer was like, Kobe called him and was like, meet him at the gym. And it's like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, mind you, LA time. He said by the time he got there, Kobe was already pouring down sweat like he had been there for hours. And I really was there for hours. And you know what I'm saying? Then he's like, he getting there. Kobe still putting in work with him. He goes home. Next day they got practice. Kobe's there before anybody, and he's staying later than everybody. That just shows you the type of dedication and the work he put in. And he even had a quote where he was like, because people always called him selfish. And he said, how am I selfish when I'm putting the work in? He said, these guys coming in late, leaving early, I know what type of work I put in. Why would I pass them the ball if I'm the one that's out here putting in the work and practicing my skill and honing my skill every day? He said, that's selfish for them to want me to pass them the ball and they're not working hard as I am. Now, that's a different perspective.
Hey, it ain't no team.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but that was the game. That's what made a Mamba mentality, man. I don't know, bro. Go ahead, Battle. I know that's your guy.
Oh, no, man. I was just quoting what he said. He said, ain't no I in team. This is
But
me
it's
in that.
Joe Lizard. Yes, sir.
The funniest thing about that to me is it's out of order.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, man. The whole. I grew up a basketball fan. You know, a lot of people know me to be, you know, a football player and whatnot. My first love was actually basketball. You know, I had my dad was a star basketball player, played in college. My mom was a star basketball player. She played in the military and overseas, and she broke all these records in her high school. And you know, so I come from a basketball family. I come from an athletic family, period. But you know, when it comes to basketball, outside of what Jordan did, which is when I first started watching basketball, I never really had a player that I gravitated to as much as Kobe Bryant. From the moment he came into the league, you know, everything about what he was doing, everything about what he was trying to do, and you know, of course, you know, Lakers was one of my favorite teams. You know, it just made me gravitate towards you know being a fan of Kobe. I still remember, you know, some of the first games I watched. I remember Kobe shooting the air ball in the playoffs. I remember all of that, you know, from his younger years. But man, watching him win that first ring was everything. You know what I mean? Like it was absolutely everything. And just, you know, just being able to sit there and say, you know, I grew up, you know, a fan of the Lakers, and I grew up a fan of Kobe Bryant, and seeing him get that first ring and knowing that, you know, he will forever be one of the greatest just from, you know, just from winning that ring, and then watching him win number 2 and number 3, you know, it was special. It was a special moment on my end, you know, just to be able to watch it. And, you know, me being a military brat, I spent some time in San Antonio, and we all remember those iconic, you know,
Those
LA
rivals.
Lakers versus, you know, San Antonio games. I remember, man, I had back when the Lakers first came out with the white jersey, I had the Kobe white jersey, and I went into a restaurant and they literally refused to serve me and my mom because I had on a Kobe jersey.
Wow. In San Antonio?
In San Antonio. This was during the series. Like the game was coming on later that night. Me and my mom went out to eat, and they refused. Like the woman just like she walked away. And, you know, I just laughed. You know, I laughed it off. My mom got real mad, but she laughed it off too. You know, it is what it is. But, you know, Kobe was one of them guys that was great, but he wasn't. He was also not without his faults. You know, Kobe had highs and Kobe had lows. You know, when I think of Kobe, I think of, you know, he's probably one of the most do as I say, not as I do type people you'll ever meet. You know what I mean? Like of course, he always wanted to emulate Jordan, and he always wanted to, you know, be that, like Kanye said, that one over Jordan. You know, he always wanted to beat him out. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, real recognize real. You know, and the man was really just trying to be the best, and he knew who the best was, so he was trying to be the best. So, you know, you scratch all the off the court drama that he dealt with, what he did on the court, what he did at practice, what he did with his teammates. That stuff is legendary, and the man will live forever. And, you know, even if, you know, the sad tragedy that happened wouldn't have happened, Kobe Bryant would still be one of the best, most iconic NBA players to ever step on a basketball court. Easy. And the crazy thing about it is that one of the things that we will never be able to see is what he could have been to basketball as a whole. The things that he was getting ready to do for basketball as a whole was scary. Now, you think of some of the things that he was getting ready to do with the WNBA, and some of the things that he was getting ready to do with his daughters, and, you know, in some of their leagues. Like Kobe was getting ready to transcend basketball far beyond what he was able to do on the court. And that right there is legendary. Now, you know, we have to do these things through Kobe and through Kobe's memory. And I'm not necessarily going to say I feel like we've been cheated, but it hurts as a Kobe fan not to be able to see some of the greatness that he was going to be able to do in retirement, because that man was one of the people that I really felt like was going to do more off the field than he did on. So, that's why I've always, that fateful day, I still remember I was sitting on this very couch and, I had a homeboy, was in one of my fantasy football leagues. He texted me and I thought he was just joking because he sent a Kobe emoji and then he had like, helicopter emojis and whatnot. And I was like, man, what is this about? And he goes, man, just turn on TV. I swear to you, I felt like my mom had passed away. Like my wife just like she shut everything down. She grabbed the kids. She said, "Hey, listen, we heading out the house for a little bit," because she saw how much it means to me. And my wife's not a big sports person. She's not huge on understanding what's going on, but she knew what Kobe meant to me. So it took me a while, man. It was tough. It was really tough. Like I really felt like somebody like really close to me had passed away. And it's all because of the childhood memories.
Right.
He was a hero. He was an icon. He was somebody I looked up to. Just being the athletic person that I am, and just that whole situation was just like you said, R.I.P. to his daughter, to the victims. Everybody that was involved. It was just tough all around. Kobe still lives on through his family. He lives on through his legacy. He lives on to what, some of the things that, his brand itself is still going to continue. I think the Lakers will always and forever be his team. I don't think there will ever be another player. And, that's a little bit of hyperbole, but I just don't believe that any player will ever be able to come on the Lakers and take that away from him. It's cemented now.
20-year career, one team.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's cemented now, and it's sad that it takes something like that to say that and put that in stone, but it is what it is. Kobe Bean Bryant, happy birthday, man, happy Kobe Day, R.I.P.
LG.
Yo, so I have a similar testimony as a fan as far as what Barbershop P said, being a Jordan fan and then a D Wade fan. So those are like and an AI fan. So they like all kind of like from a fan perspective rivalries with Kobe. But I always respected his game. The thing that I like best about Kobe is that everybody wanted to be like Mike, and boy, he was pretty close. Like not just with like like with everything, like his mannerisms, like the way he handled the media, the way his swag, the way he rocked his uniform, the way he played the game, the way
that man chewed gum.
Yeah, the way he played down low in the post, his mentality, his attitude to always win. You know what I'm saying? Was crazy. But all I would like to say is like when I was growing up, everybody wanted to be like Mike. You saw the Wheaties, you saw the Gatorade, you saw the Jordans, and when you see guys like Jason Tatum and Kyrie Irving and Devin Booker, obviously they looked up to Kobe, and Kobe was able to mentor them. And so obviously there's another generation that wants to be like Kobe. And I would just like to encourage everybody to be like Kobe, to want to be like Kobe, not just on the court, but even after he retired off the court. For all the fathers out there, you know what I'm saying? He started, the whole girl dad, yeah. The way he was coaching Gigi and the way he was raising his family and loving his wife. And, he went on to write a book, how smart he was, how he was able to, he was brilliant, man. Like I used to love just watching Kobe sit down and do interviews because like he was just so smart and so brilliant. And I think he had a lot of good things like that a lot of people didn't talk about as much because he was so great in basketball.
He didn't give us that after he quit playing, though.
Yeah, but like Battle was saying, he was really starting to do a lot of great things after basketball, including mentoring and things like that. So, now I just want to encourage everybody, all the young folk, not only want to be like him on the court, but also try to take on some of those things that he did off the court as well.
All right, it's on my guy, Stack City.
Yeah, so I'm be honest with you. Like I didn't like Kobe for majority of his career. I didn't like Kobe for the majority of his career because I was the chief among chiefs of Michael Jordan fans. Like I was a huge MJ fan. You know, like I read the books, I watched the tapes. Mike was my guy. You know, so here comes Kobe Bean Bryant. Like, and to me, this was like, who is this guy trying to be Jordan? You're like, who is this? Who is this knockoff Jordan? Like, no disrespect. That's how I felt at the time.
Right.
And LG, like, already said, like, LG already said he came pretty close. And that's the conclusion I came to on my own before he passed away. You know, like, this guy, like, came really close to what everybody else was really trying to do who played basketball, who played basketball in the era that I came up in. All right. Like, we were trying to be like Mike. Kobe, I'll be doggone if he didn't do it.
To it.
I'll be doggone if he didn't do it.
He even had a three-peat in there.
Yeah, I'll be doggone if he didn't do it, man. And that right there says a lot. But at the same time, like, to be able to do it, like to be able to get as close as he did, but still carve out your own legacy the way he did is phenomenal. Like, because like, and this was said as well by LG, he was the Mike for the next generation.
Yep.
Like, that generation didn't see Jordan, but they saw Jordan because they saw Kobe. As far as the work ethic, the grind, the mentality, like Jordan had that, but Kobe took it to his own level, called it the Mamba mentality, and boom, like a whole new legacy was born for a different generation. You know, so I mean, people always talk about who's the greatest of all time between Michael Jordan and LeBron James, but too often we leave out Kobe in that discussion. You know, like he's right there with those guys. He's right there with those guys as far as what he did on the court. And he was the bridge between the two. Like, he was the bridge between, like, Michael Jordan and LeBron James, because LeBron didn't come directly after Jordan, you know, but Kobe was there, though. Kobe was there, you know what I mean? And then once Kobe started slowing down, like, that's when LeBron took off. You know, that's when he really took off, like started winning chips. You know what I mean? And the whole nine. His legacy took off to another level. But you gotta respect Kobe. Like, you gotta respect the work ethic. Like, in order to be the best, I tell my daughter this, and she's only 6. In order to be the best, you have to practice, you have to work hard. And Kobe embodied that. And then, like, as already was mentioned by Battle and LG, like, the things he was beginning to do after the court. Y'all remember the details show that he did where you used to break down?
Show, bro.
Yeah, he break down. That just lets you know how intelligent he was, and I saw the game at a whole nother level mentally, right? And then the things starting to off the court, you know what I mean? I'm a girl dad. Yeah, huh?
Or the book.
I said
the moose joints he used to do with the kids and breaking down basketball in a cartoon creative way.
Where he was getting ready to take women's basketball to a whole new level. We did an episode recently. We did an episode recently about women's basketball, and it hasn't been released yet. It might be by the time this is released. I don't know. But, like, Battle hit it right on the head, man. He was getting ready to help take it and elevate it to a new level. You know what I mean? And I got my little girl, 6, and she's currently falling in love with the game. So I think Battle also hit it in the head, hit the nail on the head when he said it kind of feels like you don't want to say, like, we got cheated, you know, because because God's plan is just that, you know. And but at the same time, like, oh man, what could he have done? You know, like, where could he have taken so much, you know, from women's basketball to his own mind? And when it came to creativity and making movies, he won an Emmy, like you said, to, like, his mind for the game in general, to mentoring the next generation of hoopers, you know, like Kobe. You know what I mean? Like when you threw that balled up piece of paper into that trash can, like, you was yelling Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe.
I mean, when you was shooting them practice jumpers in your driveway for the next generation that didn't see Michael, you was saying Kobe. You know what I mean? Like Kobe had his own. Like I said a minute ago, he was able to come really close to being Mike, but still carve out his own legacy. And that was phenomenal, man. So happy birthday to Bean. His birthday was yesterday. Today's Kobe Day. I remember like where I was at also. It was a Sunday, and like I was still in bed, hadn't got out yet. I couldn't believe it, man. I just couldn't believe it. It's still crushing, like to know that he's not here.
It's unreal.
You know what I mean? So like I said, I started out, and for most of his career, I didn't like him, but I'll be doggone by the time he got to the end of his career, I definitely was a Kobe fan. Like I respected him. I sat there and watched his last game. You know what I mean? Yeah. Where he dropped, what was it?
Got chills. I got chills watching it.
Yeah, I watched that game.
Legendary,
man. Like I was a huge Kobe fan by the time he got to the end of the career because of everything I just talked about already.
He even inspired.
Even his growth and maturity. Like Battle said, he had his off the court situations and dramas, but like we can't be held prisoners of our past and the mistakes we made. That's not to sugarcoat it. That's not to water it down because it was serious. You know, like so, like, and anybody could be watching this episode. You know what I mean? So, like, no respect to the people that were involved by any means whatsoever. I don't mean to downplay that at all, but at the same time, like we have to be able to grow and mature and learn from the things that we've been through in the past in order to become better people. And from the outside looking in, we don't know him personally. From the outside looking in, it appeared as if he did that and was doing that. So, you know, not to water down the situation by any means, but at the same time, like, you know, Kobe was an inspiration in so many ways.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what, though? To piggyback off that, I don't want to get too much into it. Nobody ever mentioned this. Gail and Oprah them didn't either. He did beat that case. That never gets mentioned. Go ahead, LG.
All I know is Kobe even inspired President Barack Obama to say "Obama out." That's all I know.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey, let me say one more thing, man.
Go ahead, bro.
And just, this is just on a lighter note, but I want to say one thing, and I want to make it really clear. And this ain't a shot to my guy Barbershop P, but I just feel like
I know where this is going, bro.
I feel like I gotta say it. One of Kobe's most iconic moments never happened, and you want to know why? It's because LeBron James couldn't make it to the daggone finals when Kobe.
Oh,
y'all remember them puppets? Hey, y'all remember them LeBron and Kobe puppets? Could you imagine how awesome that finals would have been?
I wanted that so bad, bro.
2 years.
2 years. We could have had Anderson Varejao and Boobie Miles and Boobie Gibson.
Hey, y'all remember when the Kobe puppet busted there after he won the championship and LeBron?
Bro, those commercials were crazy. Those Nike commercials were crazy. I remember that.
He came in there with that daggone trophy, like, Kobe, stop it.
That's funny.
Hey, I remember that, bro.
That's funny.
That's funny.
I'm gonna have to YouTube all those LeBron and Kobe commercials. No, hey, but being real, man, he brought excitement to the game like none other. If you wanted drama, that man was gonna bring the drama.
Yes, sir. R.I.P.
That right there, man. I would have loved that.
Listen, man. What I respect about
that's one of the few people that passed. That's a celebrity that made me actually cry, bro. I'm talking about like cry. Like,
what was that about, LG?
Because you remember when Kobe did that when he ripped the jersey?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One of the most iconic pictures ever, bro.
Y'all remember that snarl he started to make? Like,
yeah. Kobe would be, bro. Kobe was so serious about the Mamba mentality. They said that man would hiss at people on the court. Can you imagine?
I'd be like, Coach, take me out. This man crazy.
Can you imagine that, bro? You playing somebody and they sit there hissing? What you supposed to do?
I'd be like, Coach, I can't focus, Coach.
That's about as bad as Lance Stevenson blowing in LeBron's ear.
Oh yeah, no. That's terrible.
That was crazy.
You know how they say. You know how they say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Kobe ain't never met a shot he didn't take. He didn't like. He didn't never met a shot he didn't like, bro. Like he had that much, and that just speaks to his confidence. Like in order to be the best, you got to be confident too. You got to have a certain level of confidence. And some people might call it arrogance, but Kobe was a confident man in his game. Bro.
His confidence and his hard work drove him to be as great as he was.
Oh yeah. Hey, did y'all ever seen that the biggest thing, man, I used to love them Kobe memes, man, especially when it comes to passing the ball. Y'all seen that Kobe meme where it was like Luke Walton was like, "Hey, man, pass me the ball." Man, shut up and get the rebound. Hey, man, Kobe was that dude, man. Kobe was that dude.
R.I.P.
It'll never be another Kobe Bean Bryant.
It'll never be another Bean, man. You right, bro. Like, even, I don't know, man. Even, like, there's so much you could say about him. Like, I wish we'd have had him for a little longer, though. You know, I was about to go somewhere. It's crazy. I'm going to just let it go. Like, R.I.P. to Bean. One of the greatest to ever do it. Top 3 in my book. Top 3. I don't care what order you put him in. In my book, he's top 3. Y'all know who the other
basketball player?
Yeah, y'all know who the other 2 are, but he's top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah.
We lost Barbershop P.
Yeah, we lost Barbershop P, but hey, he got his word in. You know what I mean? We know how he felt about the situation. Y'all did too as well. You know, HOODLAMB. You know, you see Battle with the apparel on the head. That's a fresh one. I like that one. We got the straight brim joints. He got the joint, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that joint tough. I
gotta get one of those joints.
Yeah, I might have to give me one of those. You know what I mean? Like, I might have to give me one of those joints. The trucker's hat slash dad hat. I don't know what they call it nowadays. You know what I mean? But it's tough though. It's tough. That joint tough.
Yeah. This is my style, man. You know, the straight brim. Yeah. This is my style.
Yeah, I think I like that better too.
This my chance to rapper flow. That's what.
I got you. No, I like it, bro.
That's my guy.
I got my first hat of that style a couple of months ago, and I liked it, man. I like the way they fit, man. The way they fit on your head. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, I'm gonna definitely have to, you know, cop me a few more. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely give me a Hoodlamb one. You know what I mean? And hey, get you some Hoodlamb, no matter what it is. Whether it's a shirt, whether it's a mask, they got masks too. You know what I mean? Like whether it's a hat, whatever the case may be, that ship all over the country. They started with the hoodie. That's the signature. The hoodies are quality. You know what I mean? But everything is everything. That's our sponsor. You know what I mean? They're going to be with us. They're going to ride with us till the wheels fall off, and we're going to ride with them likewise. But any last words, fellas? RIP to one of the GOATs, Kobe Bean.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace.
Happy birthday, Kobe.
Okay.
824.
There we go.
Yeah.
Kobe.
Pick a side. Out.
Kobe.
Boom.
Mamba out.